Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at a Goblin deck in Timeless format. Now I was thinking to myself whether or not Goblin was going to be playable in Timeless format, and I actually think it might be. So we got a few new cards coming from Historic. We have 3 copies of Once Upon a Time, allowing us to play a 22 land Goblin deck, which is kind of crazy. In early turns, you find some lands. In late game, you use the Once Upon a Time to dig for Muxes. It's just a really good card if you're playing a creature combo deck. And for that reason, we are playing 3 copies of Muxes in the deck. I did want to play 4 copies of Muxes, but I cannot find the room for the 4th copy because we are also trying to combo with Covered Revel in this deck. So we got a lot of things going on here. So if you're not familiar with this card, basically every time you cast a creature spell, you get to seek a creature card with lesser mana value and then put it onto battlefield. Basically, it's Cascade but digital version. So you try to get the Covered Rebel down on turn 2 with Skirt Prospector, and you use either the Goblin Narcomancer or Goblin Warchief into making your cards cost less mana, and you just kind of chain together until you find a Skirt Prospector, which you could systematically find because the only 1 mana card is a Goblin Trapfinder. And once you get the Skirt Prospector down with the Runville Foremaster, by sacrificing goblins such as the Goblin Instigators or the Goblin Tokens, you can just go through your entire deck while making a lot of mana with the Skirt Prospector, and then just kind of play out your entire deck, and you either win with getting to either the Pashalik Mons or the Krenko. So technically, the deck actually doesn't require you to play Muxes, but because we are playing Timeless and we have access to Once Upon a Time, I just felt like not playing 2nd and 3rd copy of Muxes was wrong, because if you don't find Covered Revels, you could try to find Muxes using Once Upon a Time or Goblin Matron. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Okay, let's see if Timeless is ready for goblins. I think I'm going to mulligan this one. The cards that I really want are Skirt Prospector, Goblin and Archromancer, Covered Revels. Yep. Guess I wouldn't want another Cavern of Souls. Nice. Start with that. Is a zoo. Okay, it's a zoo deck. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That is so freaking unfortunate. Oh, that makes Once Upon a Time into a 1 mana card? That's kind of sick. I hadn't really thought about that. Yeah, that's funny. So should I block this? Wow, they're not giving me any value at all. That's very aggressive. Super aggressive there. Not crazy. Walnut Coddle. I don't block this, right? Yeah, I don't think I block this. Exile. This last card must be something special. Okay. Do I Once Upon a Time now? I guess I could get like a 2 mana card. Alright, this is my last turn. If I don't get like Muxus or something here, I think we're dead. So we're gonna take the 7 here. And hopefully we draw Muxus or something. Muxus, and we win. Muxus, and we win. It's a Skirk. I guess we hold back. I don't think Muxus even does it anymore because I can't cast it, right? Finder. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do. We drew pretty bad. Lightning Bolt. Yeah, we actually didn't do anything this game. Mask Vandal is going to be really good against Leyline Binding. That's for sure. I don't think we bring Chalice. Pasholic Mons, nah. Yeah, I think we just bring 2 copies of Mask Vandal. And let's actually go down on a copy of yeah, let's just go down on Instigators. Okay. Not a bad one. Ragavan? Ooh, perfect timing. I don't know why they still have a Ragavan. It's so bad against goblins. And they attack. Wow. Really good for me. Another Ragavan. Okay. Could go Horde Master into Skirk. I don't think we attack because we want to block with the Goblin Instigator. Neshoba. Blue-black. Okay, so they do have a domain at the moment. Okay, let's see what they do. Okay. Attack with you. I don't think they would have a removal spell, because if they did, they wouldn't have played Neshoba there, I feel like. Franco would be so nice. Maybe because they play Ragavan, another Pasholic Mons might be pretty good. There's the binding. Dramoka's Command. There's 2 lands off the top gone, which is nice. Into another Horde Master. Let's say I attack with everything. I think they're gonna block the Skirk here, right? I think we just go in. They have to block with Ragavan, and then we play the Skirk. Ooh, Matron. We just grab Muxus, right? And I don't believe I'm gonna be playing the Skirt Prospector just in case. I mean, I guess we just play it, right? Because even if we draw land, we can play Muxus. So they'd have to have 2 removal spells for either the Goblin, the Narcomancer, and Skirt Prospector. Alternatively, I could have also just played the Muxus as well here by sacrificing the entire board, but I don't think that's like too good of an idea, you know? But currently, they have only 1 red source. So even if they have the 5 damage, they'd have to have another land plus another spell. I guess it doesn't hurt to block like 2 damage. Okay. Here it is. Here's Muxus. It's only 1. What? What? What is this? I got scammed out of my mind right now. So block, they take 5, okay. We still win, but what was that Muxus scam? I can't believe it. What? Hello? I played 31 creatures? Okay, so they played Ragavan. Could I have some more instigators? Maybe Ringleader's too slow. Okay, let's try this. Once Upon a Time, what a card. What a freaking card. Trap Finder, get. I think I want to play just the Shock Lands first because I want to get at least like 5 mana. Another land for the Muxus. Yeah, Goblin is a very scary deck. Like, you want to have a removal spell every single turn, you know? And it does seem like they do. Unless this is, Orcish Bowmaster. But I think it's a Leyline Binding. Reprieve? They're playing a really old school Zoo deck. Also, for some reason, they are super scared of a Goblin Trap Finder for whatever reason. They're incredibly scared. What? Okay, that's kind of crazy what they did. I guess if they have, like, another, like, 2 more copies of Tribal Flame, I'm dead. Hopefully that's not the case. Oh my god, look at all these, like... What? I think I am supposed to play the Goblin, Anarchomancer in case, like, we draw another land. And hopefully we do. No land. So I guess I'm just going to be playing this Muxus now. I mean, Krankle now. Land was on top. Leyline of the Guild Pact, huh? Got a tap land. Our only tap land, by the way. We should keep this in case Goblin and Archomancer dies, right? Just gonna do it now. Just in case they have a instant speed removal spell. And I do think we're just going to be blocking like this. Because why not? They have a removal for Goblin and Archomancer? Nope. Very nice. I guess we go with this. Get back a Kranko. Seems good. Ragavan. Oh boy. Actually, let's block like this. Another Mask Vandal. Yeah, they're just dead. Kind of an underwhelming game, wasn't it? Like, I feel like my opponent respected my goblins too much. Like, especially the Trap Finder. But maybe they have like some kind of a PTSD from a Trap Finder combo deck when it was tier 0. Well, sure, why not? I think because this deck actually doesn't play any like too many 1-drops. I guess like this is like a decent keep going first. We can always just surveil here. Forest into a halfling. Skirk. I'll keep that on top. Kinda hope that they just Blood Moon here. Thank God. And we'll just play this out. Now we just need like a Lord. Paradise Druid. Interesting. So it's a natural order deck, I'm assuming? Yeah, I feel like it's just it's a natural order deck, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, I almost made a mistake there. It seems okay. We'll hit you with this. I wonder if I actually have a lethal here. Yeah, I wonder if I actually had a lethal here. Natural order with Blood Moon. So I attack with everything. They take... So I can't attack with Pasholic Mons and Prospect. No, I can actually attack with Prospector because I already have one. So they have to block the Skirk, and then they take 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have lethal here. Oh, it's a sneak attack deck. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, but they play natural order. Sneak attack, Blood Moon, and natural order. It's a lot. But they should be dead here. Oh, they're super dead. They are super dead. Attack like this. Sherlock Mons, what a card! Okay. So we want a Mask Vandal, right? They play way too many enchantments, like they even play a sneak attack. And we want the Pitting Needles. Mask Vandal and Pitting Needle. I think that's about it. I could get a Rolling Vortex, but I think it's too much. Is it too much? Yeah, I think it's too much. We'll cut like an Instigator, Ringleader. I'm gonna cut a Chieftain. I mean, they must have cut the Blood Moon, right? There's just no way. Ooh. Oh my god. Like, okay, it's so good. It's actually so good. Okay, check this out. I'm gonna draw land, right? I'm gonna draw land here. Easy. Draw land, and once upon a time, we're good. We're good. Easy once upon a time. Wow, they even play Utopia Sprawl. Nice. So good at this game. So good at this game. Okay, next turn we have the Cavalry Rebel down. Pretty good. My opponent did ramp a lot, which is kind of scary. Another forest. Play the Rebel. Nice, they don't have anything. I could play out another Rebel here because they didn't do anything here. Maybe I should actually do that. Maybe I should actually do that. Play another Rebel. Yep, I'm just going to greet it. Greet it. So this way, Runvelt Whoremaster. Oh wow, they can hardcast it. That's funny. So this way, what? They kept a Blood Moon. Why? Huh? Okay, so what I was trying to say was, because I have the Trap Finder here, this Runvelt Whoremaster is going to get me Prospector guaranteed because I have a... Because I only play with 2 copies of Trap Finder. Should I play the Trap Finder? Okay, let's sacrifice this. Hopefully we find a 3-mana card. Instigator. Sure. Play another Trap Finder. Sacrifice that. Give me a Matron. That's actually terrible. We're gonna play the matron. Nice. Now we grab maybe another matron. Am I supposed to actually play Muxus here? Maybe I'm supposed to actually play Muxus here. I'm gonna sacrifice another Whoremaster. Okay, we got a Cranko. We just need a Haster. We just need a Haster. We got it. Oh, we also got the War Chief there. So we won, right? Yeah, I do believe this is a win. What a deck. Sacrifice Muxus? Goblin doing Goblin things! Even in Timeless! Nice. That is a potential turn to Cavalry Rebels. Very cool. Marsh Flats. Deathray Shaman. Guess we just go with another Prospector. I was thinking about the War Chief because if the Skirt Prospector does die, then I don't have a play next turn. So that's why I wanted to kind of, you know, think about the future turns with the Rebels. Yeah, like here, I don't have any plays, right? Oh, this seems like a Death and Taxes. I feel like if that's the case, we just kind of win this matchup, right? Yeah, it's good to see Death and Taxes doing well. Because honestly, I feel like Death and Taxes is so strong right now. That is really rude. Archon is super rude because that does deny our Cavalry Rebel tiny bit. Wordmaster? Sure. Yep, that really sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I think we have to play this. Archon's so strong there. It made me sacrifice a Skirk. Jite. Okay, that's kind of cool. So, I guess we just run this out. And get a Muxus. So can my opponent kill me with Archon before they lose to Muxus? That is a question. Death Ray Shaman doesn't have that many targets right now because they only have swords and Once Upon a Time. There's that Stoneforge Mystic. They're probably gonna grab wait, they grabbed Assimilation Aegis? Really? Really? Okay. Grab a Matron and then go for Goblin War Chief? Maybe? Or I could just wait on this for another Muxus if this Muxus fails. I think we go for the Ringleader. Okay, we got Matron anyways. Grab a Krenko. Tough game. Or I guess maybe I shouldn't have grabbed the Krenko because I have to win here, right? Yeah, the Archon really messed us up. Really messed us up. Yeah, I shouldn't have grabbed Krenko. That was bad. GG's. They just need to Assimilation Aegis. The chieftain there was what I was gonna say, but yeah, I think we're still dead though. I don't think we have enough damage. Maybe. Didn't opponent misplay there? Couldn't they have just gotten rid of a chieftain and we didn't have haste? Right? Okay, so we want Pasholic Mons. We want another Pasholic Mons here in this matchup. Mask Vandal could be nice. I don't like the fact that it doesn't get hit by Muxus though. Does it get hit by Muxus? It's only a changeling when it's on the battlefield, right? Let's go Trash Master. Yeah, I don't think we need Mask Vandal. I'll have one. We'll go down on Instigators as usual. And I'm gonna cut a Ringleader. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, a few misplays there. I shouldn't have gotten my Krenko last game. I was underestimating how fast I was gonna die. Like, I died super fast. That was unexpected. Like, that GT is actually really freaking good. Yeah, next time I play that deck, I think I have to try out the GT. That card is so good. It has to be an Archomancer, right? We need to draw either a land or Once Upon a Time. Okay, Revel's nice. We have to pass here because I think they have a Bowmaster. Oh, the next one was gonna be a land. We're getting a little bit scammed here. Just a tiny bit. Okay, next game. Got a bit land screwed. Yeah, I think if we just get the lands down in this matchup, we should be able to just win outright. This is so unfortunate that we have a Cavern of Souls in hand. I think we still keep this one. And hopefully we draw a green source next turn. Green source next turn, and we win the game. Come on. The Cavern of Souls draw was so bad. Okay. At least it's a playable card. That sucks. We're sacrificing this because we have a Masked Vandal in the graveyard, in the deck. Are we gonna get screwed 2 games in a row, perhaps? Hopefully not. I hope not. We haven't gotten mana screwed at all this entire session, except for this match. Because we always had Once Upon a Time, but this match is a little bit different, isn't it? Imagine if this Cavern of Souls was not Cavern of Souls. We would have just won the game. Little bit too late, mister. A little bit too late. So we grab a Skirk. What a card. Okay, my opponent's literally scamming me. They can't do it again, right? 3rd time's a charm? Not even equipping the Shadow Spear. It went for Stoneforge Mystic into an Aegis. That's a good sign. Boom. 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 I guess, I mean, technically okay, you know? Better than nothing, you know? Yeah, it's an okay outcome. I mean, I got some creatures. I can't really complain. Another Mystic. Into a Cryptic Coat. Okay. Goblins. Sacrifice you. Play the Muxus. Second Muxus. Coming down. Okay. I believe that could be a board wipe. That's pretty good. Attack. 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 At the very worst, it's going to trade, right? So I don't think it's like that big of a deal. I think they're going to get rid of a Runvelt Horde Master, right? So maybe I just sit back like this. Deal some damage. Difficult game. So it looks like they're trying to get rid of a Runvelt Horde Master. So there it is. So in that case, I should just sacrifice the Horde Master and... hold up, let me see. Let's sacrifice... you. Trash Master? Isn't that just game over? Okay, change of plan. You can exile the Assimilation Aegis. That's fine. Okay, this game is over then. Yeah. Wow. To sacrifice you. Do I care about this card? Fine. Okay. What now? Yeah, turns out Goblin deck, if you just manage to find some lands, like, you're good. I know we are playing a very greedy list, right? We're only playing 22 lands, but we are playing 3 copies of Once Upon a Time, which should be technically good because like it makes the starting hands really smooth, but it also makes late game really good. I think I care about, instead of spirit, I think I just care about being able to sacrifice a card. I think I should still shock. Because the Den of the Bugbear makes goblins. Do I win? Block, block. They take 7, 11, 13. They're dead. They're very much dead. Okay, goblins the nuts. GG's. I will say the Death and Taxes has a bit of trouble versus other tribal decks. It's just that in this current meta, there's nobody playing tribal decks, right? That's why Death and Taxes is really good right now. Alrighty, so goblins. Even in Timeless, it seems it's pretty good. I did lose to an Omnitel that brought a Sarah's Emissary down, but I don't know if the standard Omnitel list plays Sarah's Emissary, so I'm not really going to change the sideboard at all. But what you could do if that is the case, if they have Sarah's Emissary, that becomes the standard. You could sideboard in some pick your poisons, right? So this is able to get rid of Omniscience after getting the Rolling Vortex down. But this one also gets rid of a flying creature. So for example, Sarah's Emissary or Aatroxa. So pick your poison is actually pretty good in this current meta if you expect a lot of Omnitels. And it also gets rid of Blood Moon as well. But for the Blood Moon matchup, this deck really doesn't care about. This deck does get hit by the Blood Moon very ever so slightly because of the Cavalry Rebels and Goblin and Narcomancer. Once upon a time, you usually just cast this for 0 mana at the start, so it's not big of a deal unless you draw into a bunch of Once Upon a Times. But usually the case is they're not going to bring a Blood Moon versus almost full red deck, right? There's just no way. But besides that, I think we comboed once with the Cavalry Rebel. We were able to get a guaranteed Skirt Prospector. Usually the case is what you can do. If you get the Rebel down, the following turn, you play the Goblin and Narcomancer. If you hit a Skirt Prospector, you could just win the game because now everything is discounted, right? If you have 1 mana available, you could play Runveil Hordemaster or Goblin Instigator, and that'll get you Goblin Trap Finder, but the Goblin Trap Finder sacrificing will get you perhaps a Matron. Like, that could spiral out of control, and the end goal is to get the Pashalic Mons or assemble Krenko with the Haster and just kind of win the game. So I was thinking a bit about the number of Muxuses in the deck, or Muxai, because unlike Historic, we can play Once Upon a Time. And this is a really powerful card that allows this deck to function as a 22 land deck. We did have a little bit of a trouble in the last match because we didn't draw into Once Upon a Time. But this card is just amazing in this deck. Late game, this can find you Muxus. So that's a reason to go up on Muxus. Because usually, the Cavalry Rebel decks in Historic, they only play 1 copy of Muxus because they can systematically get to Muxus. But in cases like this, where we have Once Upon a Time, you don't have to mulligan as much trying to fish for a Cavalry Rebel because we have Once Upon a Time. That could also get you Muxus. So I felt that because it's a timeless deck, we have Once Upon a Time, maybe we can go up on Muxus in this deck. And I think the extra Muxus actually helped out a lot. And this is actually my first time playing with Cavern of Souls in a Goblin deck. I was actually kind of hoping to get matched up against decks with a lot of counter spells because Goblins are generally considered a mid-range killer because they just generate so much value and they just keep on coming out. And I felt like a lot of the issue that the Goblins had was the counter spells, especially if they counter the Muxus, which is pretty bad for us. So I was kind of hoping that we run into a bunch of counter spell decks and then hope we get the Cavern of Souls down and get the satisfaction of landing the Muxus without this being countered. But we weren't able to find any opponents for that matter. So yeah. As for the sideboard, like I said, Mask Vandal could be pick your poison. 1 copy of Goblin Trash Finder, Trash Master, I was kind of hesitating whether or not we need this, but some decks could play Grafdigger's Cage, whatnot, so I decided to play a copy of it, and I got actually rewarded for having a Goblin Trash Master. We ran into a Death and Taxes deck with a bunch of equipments. And a copy of Pashalic Mons. I was also hesitating whether or not I should have extra copy of Pashalic Mons. Again, I got rewarded for meeting a creature deck. For the last match, you have an extra Goblin Ringleader versus mid-range matchups, control matchups, and we have a copy of Chalice of the Void. This is another card that I was kind of hesitating whether or not I should play it, but I figured that it could be useful versus like a Loras deck that plays a lot of 1-mana removal spells. So we have 2 copies here, and lastly we have 2 copies of Pitting Needles versus Necropons. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. I had a lot of fun with the Goblins, and it looks like Goblins are pretty nice, even in Timeless. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.